Julia Child presents the Chicken Sisters. Miss Broiler, Miss Fryer, Miss
In 1958, Julia Child wrote a letter to her sister that revealed marriage advice so bold it stayed hidden for decades. She called it her secret to a happy marriage. And when she whispered it to a famous chef years later, they were speechless. Behind her polite television persona, Julia was unfiltered, passionate, and wild. A woman who lived on her own terms. Born in 1912 in Pasadena to a wealthy conservative family, Julia grew up surrounded by comfort, but felt like an outsider. Taller, louder, and bolder than anyone else. Her curiosity, humor, and mischievous nature set her apart early on, traits that later fueled her daring career. She was rejected from the Women's Army Corps during World War II for being too tall, but that didn't stop her. Julia joined the Office of Strategic Services, America's secret intelligence agency, where she worked with top-secret files, developed shark repellent for torpedoes, and even met the love of her life, Paul Child, in the middle of a war zone. Their fiery romance was full of passion, letters, and humor that lasted nearly 50 years. They survived a car crash the day before their wedding, food poisoning on their honeymoon, and countless heartbreaks. But they stayed together through it all. Julia didn't even know how to cook until her late 30s. But when she tasted French food in 1948, everything changed. She enrolled in Le Cordon Bleu, where she chopped onions until her hands bled and mastered French cuisine with pure determination. Her cookbook, Mastering the Art of French Cooking, took nearly a decade to write, tested thousands of recipes, and redefined what Americans thought of food. Julia turned her failures into flavor, and her struggles into art. Her TV show, The French Chef, made her a household name, not because she was perfect, but because she wasn't afraid to drop a pancake on the floor and laugh about it. Behind the laughter, though, was strength. Surviving cancer, enduring rejection, and standing up for women's rights, civil liberties, and public television. Her love with Paul remained as bold as her recipes, filled with laughter, playfulness, and unashamed intimacy. Even after she couldn't have children, she poured all that love into her cooking. Her food became her legacy, her joy, her family. Until her final days, Julia remained unapologetically herself, witty, fearless, and full of life. She once said, "The only time to eat diet food is while waiting for the steak to cook." And that was Julia, always embracing indulgence, never fear. When she passed away in 2004, just 2 days before her 92nd birthday, she left behind more than recipes. She left behind a way of living, a reminder to savor every moment, to take risks, and to never apologize for loving deeply or eating well. Julia Child didn't just teach America how to cook. She taught us how to live with flavor, courage, and heart. If you want more untold stories from behind the curtain of fame, make sure to subscribe and join us here at the Backstage Eyes, where the real stories never stay in the kitchen.